But you have friends. You have a lot of friends. What do you offer your friends to make them so supportive? What do you offer your friends to make them so supportive? What do you offer? A consolidated consciousness resides in a darkened banqueting hall near the ceiling of a mine whose floor shifts as 10,000 cockroaches when a shaft of light enters. As all folks unite in an instant of a car body no longer expellent as the cockroaches comprise a truth which no one ever utters. I had a night in which everything was revealed to me. How can I speak again? The broken hermaphrodite who trusted himself alone finds a room in reality teeming and begs never to wake from the nightmare. And they were all there, every last one of them, and they knew my name as I scuttled like a beetle along the backs of their chairs. Remember the light and believe the light. An instant of clarity before eternal night. Don't let me forget. I am sad. I feel that the future is hopeless and that things cannot improve. I am bored and dissatisfied with everything. I am a complete failure as a person. I'm guilty. I'm being punished. I would like to kill myself. I used to be able to cry, but now I'm beyond tears. I have lost interest in other people. I can't make decisions. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think. I cannot overcome my loneliness, my fear, my disgust. I am fat. I cannot write, I cannot love. My brother is dying, my lover is dying. I'm killing them both. I'm charging towards my death. I'm terrified of medication. I cannot make love, I cannot fuck, I cannot be alone, I cannot be with others. My hips are too big. I dislike my genitals. At 4.48, when desperation visits, I shall hang myself to the sound of my lover's breathing. I do not want to die. I have become so depressed by the fact of my mortality that I have decided to commit suicide. I do not want to live. I am jealous of my sleeping lover and covet his induced unconsciousness. When he wakes, he will envy my sleepless night of thoughts and speech unslurred by medication. I have resigned myself to death this year. Some will call this self-indulgence.
They are lucky not to know its truth.
Some will know the simple fact of pain. This is becoming my normality. It wasn't for long. I wasn't there long. But drinking bitter black coffee, I catch that medicinal smell in a cloud of ancient tobacco, and something touches me in that still sobbing place. And a wound from 2 years ago opens like a cadaver, and a long buried shame rolls its foul decaying grief. A room of expressionless faces staring blankly at my pain, so devoid of meaning there must be evil intent. Doctor this and Doctor that and Doctor what's it, who just passing and thought it popping to take the piece as well. Burning in a half tunnel of dismay, my humiliation complete, as I shake without reason and stumble over words and have nothing to say about my illness, which anyway amounts only to knowing that there's no point in anything because I'm going to die. And I am deadlocked by a smooth psychiatric voice of reason which tells me there is an objective reality in which my body and mind are one. But I'm not here and never have been. Doctor this writes it down, and Doctor that attempts a sympathetic murmur, watching me, judging me, smelling the crippling failure oozing from my skin. My desperation cloud and all-consuming panic drenching me as I gape in horror at the world and wonder why. Everyone is smiling and looking at me with a secret knowledge of my aching shame. Shame, shame, shame! Drown in your fucking shame! Inscrutable doctors, sensible doctors, way out doctors, doctors you'd think were fucking patients if you weren't shown proof otherwise. Ask the same questions, put words in my mouth, offer chemical cues for congenital anguish and cover each other's arses until I want to scream for you. The only doctor who ever touched me voluntarily, who looked me in the eye, who laughed at my gallows humor spoken in the voice from the newly dug grave, who took the piece when I shaved my head, who lied and said it was nice to see me, who lied and said it was nice to see me. I trusted you, I loved you, and it's not losing you that hurts me, but your bare-faced fucking falsehoods that masquerade as a medical note. Your truth, your lies, not mine. And while I was believing that you were different, and that you maybe even felt the distress that sometimes flickered across your face and threatened to erupt, you were covering your arse too, like every other stupid mortal cunt. To my mind, that's betrayal, and my mind is the subject of these bewildered fragments. Nothing can extinguish my anger, and nothing can restore my faith. This is not a world in which I wish to live. $100, $91, $84, $81, $72, $69, $58, $44, 42, 38, 37, 28, 21, 12, 7, 'Have you made any plans?' 'Take an overdose, slash my wrist and hang myself.' All those things together? It couldn't possibly be misconstrued as a cry for help. It wouldn't work. Of course it would. It wouldn't work. You'd start to feel sleepy from the overdose and wouldn't have the energy to cut your wrists. I'd be standing on a chair with a noose around my neck. If you were alone, do you think you might harm yourself? I'm scared I might. Could it be protective? Yes, It's fear that keeps me away from the train tracks. I just hope to God that death is the fucking end. I feel like I'm 8 years old. I'm tired of life and my mind wants to die. That's a metaphor, not reality. It's a simile. That's not reality. It's not a metaphor, it's a simile. But even if it were, the defining feature of a metaphor is that it's real. You are not 8 years old. Are you? Are you? Or are you? Do you despise all unhappy people, or is it me specifically? I don't despise you. It's not your fault you're ill. I don't think so. No? No, I'm depressed. Depression is anger. It's what you did, who was there and who you're blaming. And who are you blaming? Myself. Body and soul can never be married. I need to become who I already am, and I will bellow forever at this incongruity which has committed me to hell. Insoluble hoping cannot uphold me. I will drown in dysphoria, in the cold black pond of myself, the pit of my material mind. How can I return to form now my former thought has gone? Not a life that I could countenance. They will love me for that which destroys me. The sword in my dreams, the dust of my thoughts, the sickness that breathes in the fold of my mind. Every compliment takes a piece of my soul. An expressionist nag stalling between two foes. They know nothing. I've always walked free. Last in a long line of literary kleptomania, a time-honored tradition. Theft is the holy act on a twisted path to expression. A glut of exclamation marks spells impending nervous breakdown. Just a word on a page, and there is the drama. I write for the dead, the unborn. After 4.48, I shall not speak again. I have reached the end of this dreary and repugnant tale of a sense internal in an alien carcass and lampened by the malignant spirit of the moral majority. I have been dead for a long time. Back to my roots. I sing without hope on the boundary. RSVP, ASAP. Sometimes I turn around and catch the smell of you, and I cannot go on. I cannot fucking go on without expressing this terrible, so fucking awful, physical, aching fucking longing I have for you. And I cannot believe that I can feel this for you and you feel nothing. Do you feel nothing? Do you feel nothing? And I go out at 6 in the morning and start my search for you. If I've dreamt a message of a street or a pub or a station, I go there and I wait for you. You know, I really feel like I'm being manipulated. I've never in my life had a problem giving another person what they want. But no one's ever been able to do that for me. No one touches me. No one gets near me. But now, you've touched me somewhere so fucking deep. I can't believe I can be that for you. Because I can't find you. What does she look like? And how will I know her when I see her? She'll die. She'll die. She'll only fucking die. Do you think it's possible for a person to be born in the wrong body? Do you think it's possible for a person to be born in the wrong era? Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck you for rejecting me but never being there! Fuck you for making me feel shit about myself! Fuck you for bleeding the fucking love and life out of me! Fuck my father for fucking up my life for good! And fuck my mother for not leaving him! But most of all, fuck you, God! For making me love a person who does not exist! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh dear, what's happened to your arm? I cut it. That's a very immature attention-seeking thing to do. Did it give you relief? No. Did it relieve the tension? No. Did it give you relief? Did it give you relief? No. I don't understand why you did that. And then ask. Did it relieve the tension? Can I look? No. I'd like to look to see if it's infected. No. I thought you might do this. Lots of people do. It relieves the tension. Have you ever done it? No. Far too fucking sensible. I don't know where you read that, but it does not relieve the tension. Why don't you ask me why? Why did I cut my arm? Would you like to tell me? Yes. Then tell me. Ask me why. Why did you cut your arm? Because it feels fucking great. Because it feels fucking amazing. Can I look? You can look but don't touch. And you don't think you're ill? No. I do. It's not your fault, but you have to take responsibility for your own actions. Please, don't do it again. I dread the loss of her I've never touched. Love keeps me a slave in a cage of tears. I know my tongue with which to her I can never speak. I miss a woman who was never born. I kiss a woman across the ear that say we shall never meet. Everything passes, everything perishes, everything pulls. My thought walks away with a killing smile, leaving discord and anxiety which was in my soul. No hope, no hope, no hope, no hope, no hope, no hope, no hope. A song from a loved one, touching her absence, the flax of her heart, the splash of her smile. In 10 years' time she'll still be dead. When I'm living with it, dealing with it. When a few days pass, when I don't even think of it, she'll still be dead. When I'm an old lady living on the street forgetting my name, she'll still be dead. She'll still be dead. Just fucking over. And I must stand alone. My love, why have you forsaken me? She's the catching place where I never shall lie, and there's no meaning to life in the light of my loss. Built to be lonely, to love the absent. Find me, free me from this corrosive doubt, futile despair, horror repose. I can feel my space, feel my time, but nothing can fill this void in my heart. The vital need for which I would die. Breakdown. No ifs or buts. I didn't say if or but, I said no. Can must never have to, always one should shan't. The unnegotiables not today. Please, don't switch off my mind by attempting to straighten me out. Listen and understand. And when you feel contempt, don't express it. At least not verbally, at least not to me. I don't feel contempt. No? No. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, that's all I ever hear. It's not your fault, it's an illness. It's not your fault. I know it's not my fault. You told me that so often I'm beginning to think it is my fault. It's not your fault. I know! But you allow it. Don't you? There's not a drug on earth can make life meaningful. You allow this state of desperate absurdity. You allow it. I won't be able to think. I won't be able to work. Nothing will interfere with your work like suicide. I dreamt I went to the doctor's and she gave me 8 minutes to live. I'd be sitting in the fucking waiting room half an hour! Okay, let's do it. Let's do the drug. Let's do the chemical lobotomy. Let's shut down the higher functions of my brain and perhaps I'll be a bit more fucking capable of living. Let's do it. Abstraction to the point of unpleasant, unacceptable, uninspiring, impenetrable, irrelevant, irreverent, irreligious, unrepentant, dislike, dislocate, disembody, deconstruct. I don't imagine clearly that a single soul could, would, should, or will, and if they did, I don't think clearly that a single soul, a soul like mine, could, would, should, or will, irrespective. I know what I'm doing all too well. No native speaker, irrational, irreducible, irredeemable, unrecognizable, derailed, deranged, deformed, freeform, obscure to the point of true, right, correct, anyone or anybody, each, every, all, drowning in a sea of logic, this monstrous state of palsy. Still, ill. Symptoms. Not eating, not sleeping, not speaking. No sex drive. In despair. Wants to die. Diagnosis. Pathological grief. Sertraline 15 milligrams. Insomnia worsened. Severe anxiety. Anorexia. Weight loss 17 kilograms. Increase in suicidal thoughts, plans and intention. Discontinued following hospitalization. Zopicon 7.5 milligrams. Slept. Discontinued following rash. Patient attempting to leave hospital against medical advice. Restrained by 3 male nurses twice her size. Patient threatening and uncooperative. Paranoid thoughts. Believes hospital staff are attempting to poison her. Melaril 50 milligrams. Cooperative. Lofepramine 70 milligrams. Increased to 140 milligrams. Then 210 milligrams. Weight gain 12 kilograms. Short-term memory loss. No other reaction. Argument with junior doctor whom she accused of treachery, after which she shaved her head and cut her arms with a razor blade. Patient discharged into the care of the community on arrival of acutely psychotic patient in emergency clinic in greater need of hospital bed. Citalopram 20 milligrams. Morning tremors. No other reaction. Lofepramine and citalopram discontinued after patient got pissed off with the side effects and lack of abuse improvement. Discontinuation symptoms, disease and confusion. Patient kept falling over, fainting and walking out in front of cars. Delusional ideas, believes consultant is the Antichrist. Fluoxetine hydrochloride, trade name Prozac, 20 milligrams, increased to 40 milligrams. Insomnia. Erratic appetite, weight loss 14 kilograms, severe anxiety, unable to reach orgasm, homicidal thoughts towards several doctors and drug manufacturers. Discontinued. Mood, fucking angry. Affect, very angry. Thorazine 100 milligrams, slept, calmer. Venlafaxine 75 milligrams, increased to 150 milligrams, then 225 milligrams. Dizziness, low blood pressure, headaches, no other reaction. Discontinued. Patient declined the Seroxat, hypochondria, cites asthmatic blinking and severe memory loss as evidence of tardive dyskinesia and tardive dementia. Refusal further treatment. 100 aspirin and 1 bottle of Bulgarian Cabernet Sauvignon 1986. Patient woke in a pool of vomit and said, "Sleep with a dog and rise full of fleas." Severe stomach pain. No other reaction. Hatch opens, stark light. The television talks, full of eyes, the spirit of sight. And now I'm so afraid. I'm seeing things, I'm hearing things, I don't know who I am. Tongue out, thoughts stall. The piece may crumble off my mind. Where do I start? Where do I stop? How do I start as I mean to go on? How do I stop? 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 I'll die. Not yet. But it's there. Please. Money. Wife. Every act is a symbol, the weight of which crushes me. A dotted light on the throat, cut here.
Don't let this kill me, this will kill me and crush me and send me to hell.
I beg you to save me from this madness that eats me a sub-intentional death. I thought I should never speak again, but now I know there is something blacker than desire. Perhaps it will save me, perhaps it will kill me. A dismal whistle that is the cry of heartbreak around the hellish bowl at the ceiling of my mind. A blanket of roaches sees this world. My legs are empty.
Nothing to say.
And this is the rhythm of madness. I gassed the Jews. I killed the Kurds. I bombed the Arabs. I fucked small children while they begged for mercy. The killing fields are mine. Everyone left a party because of me. I'll suck your fucking guys out, send them to your mother in a box. And when I die, I'm going to be reincarnated as your child, only 50 times worse. And as mad as all fuck, I'm going to make your life a living fucking hell. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. Look away from me. It's alright. Look away from me. It's alright, I'm here. Look away from me. We are anathema, the pariahs of reason. Why am I stricken? I saw visions of God, and it shall come to pass. Guard yourselves, for ye shall be broken in pieces, it shall come to pass. Behold the light of despair, the glare of anguish, and ye shall be driven to darkness. If there is blasting, there shall be blasting. The names of offenders shall be shouted from the rooftops. Fear God and his wicked convocation. A skull on my skin, a seeth in my heart, a blanket of roaches on which we dance. This infernal state of siege. All this shall come to pass, all the words of my noisome breath. Remember the light and believe the light. Christ is dead, and the monks are in ecstasy. We are the abjects who depose our leaders and burn incense unto Baal. Come now, let us reason together. Sanity is found in the mountain of the Lord's house on the horizon of the soul that eternally recedes. The head is sick, the heart cold torn. Tread the ground on which wisdom walks. Embrace beautiful lies, the chronic insanity of the sane. The wrenching begins. At 4:48, when sanity visits, for 1 hour and 12 minutes, I am in my right mind. When it has passed, I shall be gone again. A fragmented puppet, a grotesque fool. Now I'm here, I can see myself. But when I'm charmed by vile delusions of happiness, the foul magic of this engine of sorcery, I cannot touch my essential self. Why do you believe me then and not now? Remember the light and believe the light. Nothing matters more. Stop judging by appearances and make a right judgment. It's all right. You will get better. Your disbelief cures nothing. Look away from me! hatch opens. Stark light. A table, 2 chairs and no windows. Here am I, and there is my body, dancing on glass. In accident time, where there are no accidents, you have no choice. The choice comes after. Cut on my tongue, tear on my hair, cut off my limbs. Believe me, my love, I would rather have lost my legs, pulled out my teeth, gouged out my eyes, than lost my love. Flash, flicker, slash, burn, ring, press, dub, slash, flash, flicker, punch, burn, float, flicker, dub, flicker, punch, flicker, flash, burn, dub, press, punch, slash, punch, flicker, press, dub. It will never pass. Flash, dub, float, burn, punch, slash, flash, flicker, flash, punch, slash, dub, ring, press, burn, slash, press, slash, punch, flicker, flash. Nothing's forever. Flash, dash, flicker, float, flash, flicker, press, dash, press, burn, flash, press, press, punch, flash, flicker, burn, punch, burn, victim, perpetrator, bystander. Flash, wheel, press, dub, flash, flash, flicker, dub, flicker, punch, flicker, flash, burn, dub, press, flicker, wheel, press, punch, flash, flicker, burn, flicker, flash, flicker, flash, burn, wheel, press, dub, flash, flash, flicker, punch, burn, flash, flicker, dub, flicker, punch, flicker, flash, burn, dub, press, wheel, press, punch, flicker, float, burn, and a family life tomorrow. 100, 86, 79, 72, 65, 58, 51, 44, 47, 30, 16, 9, 2. Sanity is found at the center of compulsion, where madness is scorched from the bisected soul. I know myself. I see myself. My life is caught in a web of reason, spun by a doctor to augment the same. At 4:48, I shall sleep. I came to you hoping to be healed. You are my doctor, my savior, my omnipotent judge, my priest, my God, the surgeon of my soul. And I am your proselyte to sanity. To achieve goals and ambitions, to overcome obstacles and attain a high standard, to increase self-regard by the successful exercise of talent, to overcome oppositions, to have control and influence of others, to defend myself, to defend my psychological space, to vindicate the ego, to receive attention, to be seen and heard, to excite, amaze, fascinate, shock, intrigue, amuse, entertain, or entice others, to be free from social restriction, to resist coercion and constriction, to be independent and act according to desire, to defy convention, to avoid pain, to avoid shame, to obliterate past humiliation by resumed action, to maintain self-respect, to repress fear, to overcome weakness, to belong, to be accepted, to draw close and enjoyably reciprocate with another, to converse in a friendly manner, to tell stories, exchange sentiments, ideas, secrets, to communicate, to converse, to laugh and make jokes, to win affection of desired other, to adhere and remain loyal to other, to enjoy sensuous experiences with affected other, to feed, help, protect, comfort, console, support, nurse or heal, to be fed, helped, protected, comforted, consoled, support, nursed or healed, to form mutually enjoyable, enduring, cooperating and reciprocating relationship with other, with an equal, to be forgiven, to be loved, to be free. You've seen the worst of me. Yes. I know nothing of you. No. But I like you. I like you. You're my last hope. You don't need a friend, you need a doctor. You are so wrong. But you have friends. You have a lot of friends. What do you offer your friends to make them so supportive? What do you offer your friends to make them so supportive? What do you offer? We have a professional relationship. I think we have good relationship, but it's professional. I feel your pain, but I cannot hold your life in my hands. You'll be alright. You're strong. I know you'll be okay because I like you. And you can't like someone who doesn't like themselves. The people I fear for are the ones I don't like, because they hate themselves so much they won't let anyone else like them either. But I do like you. I miss you. I know you'll be okay. Most of my clients want to kill me. When I walk out of here at the end of the day, I need to go home to my lover and relax. I need to be with my friends and relax. I need my friends to be really together. I fucking hate this job and I need my friends to be sane. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm sorry, that was a mistake. It is not my fault. No, it's not your fault. I'm sorry. I was trying to explain. I know. I'm angry because I understand, not because I don't. Fattened up, showed out. My body decompensates, my body flies apart. No way to reach out. Beyond the reaching out I've already done. You will always have a piece of me because you had my life in your hands. Those brutal hands. This will end me. I thought it was silent till it went silent. How have you inspired this pain? I've never understood what it is. I'm not supposed to feel like a bird on the wind in a swollen sky. My mind is torn by lightning as it flies from the thunder behind. Hatch opens, stark light, and nothing, see nothing. What am I like? The child of negation. Out of one tortured chamber into another, a vast successions of errors without remission. Every step of the way I've fallen. Despair prepares me to suicide. Anguish for which doctors can find no cure, no care to understand. I hope you never understand because I like you. I like you, I like you. Still black water, as deep as forever, as cold as the sky, as still as my heart when your voice is gone. I shall freeze in hell. Of course I love you. You saved my life. I wish you hadn't. I wish you hadn't. I wish you'd left me alone. A black and white film of yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. I've always loved you, even when I hated you. What am I like? Just like my father. Oh, no, 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 no. Hatch opens. Stark light. The rapture begins. I don't know where to look anymore. Tired of heart searching, telepathy and hope. Watch the stars predict the past and change our world with a silver eclipse. The only thing that's permanent is destruction. We are all going to disappear, trying to leave a mark more permanent than myself. I've not killed myself before, so don't look for precedents. What came before was just the beginning. A cyclical fear. That's not the moon, it's the earth. A revolution. Dear God, what shall I do? All I know is no, and black despair. Nowhere left to turn, an ineffectual moral spasm, the only alternative to murder. Please, don't cut me up to find out how I died. I'll tell you how I died. 100 lofepramine, 45 zopicon, 25 temazepam and 20 Malaril. Everything I had. Swallowed. Slit. Hung. It is done. Behold the unush of castrated thought, skull unwound. The capture, the rapture, the rupture of a soul. A solo symphony. At 4:48, the happy hour, when clarity visits, warm darkness, which soaks my eyes. I know no sin. This is the sickness of becoming great. The vital need for which I would die, to be loved. I'm dying for one who doesn't care. I'm dying for one who doesn't know. You're breaking me. Speak, speak, speak. 10-year ring of failure, look away from me. My final stand. No one speaks. Validate me, witness me, see me, love me. My final submission, my final defeat. The chicken still dancing, the chicken won't stop. I think that you think of me, the way I'd have you think of me. The final period, the final full stop. Look after your mom now. Look after your mom. Legs no foes. In death you hold me, never free. I have no desire for death, no suicide ever had. Watch me vanish. Watch me vanish. Watch me. Watch me. Watch. It is myself I have never met, whose face is pasted on the undersides of my mind. Please, open the curtains.